Okay, here's a thought experiment to prove that we're in a hologram. It's kind of like Einstein. He just did thought experiments, and it proved he could actually come up with the theories, and that's all you have to do. It's just sit back and observe and think about things. So this hit me like 30 minutes ago, and when it hit me, I was floored, you know. Okay, so think about it. You can use any color, but I'm going to use the color red, right? So the color red in your city is the same color red in my city, right? The pigment of the color red is the same in your city as it is mine. If I drove there, it would look the same as if I took a piece of red paint, painted an object painted red, I took it to your city from my city, it would be the same color to me. Now, you can take it a little step further. Before I say that though, so the essence of the red hasn't changed no matter where it's at. You there or here. And so let's take it a step further. So the observer in one city sees the same color red, and the other says, hey, that's red. Yeah, it's red. So even the observers, the essence of the observer in regards to colors is the same. So the essence of the red, the observers, all connected. There's an unseen connection. There's a spiritual connection. There's a quantum connection to the color red no matter where it's at. So that quantum connection is true for red, green, yellow, brown, any color. But it's not only true for colors, it's true for shapes, it's true for words, it's true for the whole thing, the whole pie. Which proves we're in a hologram. We're in a holographic truth. We're actually swimming in the holographic spiritual truth of the word, because everything derives from the words. And so, and the word, in the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God. So you're in a hologram based on the word. And so everything in front of you is a holographic truth. So now, let's think about this for a second. So if the color red is the same in my city as it is in yours, then the same truth applies in my city as it does yours. Then that means that body language, phonics, words, thoughts, they're all quantumly connected. And so if you take the pigment word, so there's different pigments of red, right? So you take the word pigment and you break it into parts. P-I-G-M-E-N-T. So the P-I is the pie, the whole pie. G is 7, it's complete. M-E-N-T is ment or mind, right? The mind. But it's also M-E-N-T. So the pie is complete. The men via the cross, or the mind. So that tells you that your mind is connected to the whole pie. And so if your mind is connected to the whole pie and everything is complete, and you turn over the truth in your mind, what does that mean? The mind is connected to the heart is connected to the spirit, so the spirit is the essence of all things. So as you meditate on the truth and dwell in the truth, your essence is in tune with the whole. So you're down to the source code, and the source code actually follows the mankind, the T, taking up his cross. I gotta turn some heat on here. What am I saying? I'm trying to tell you something here. The whole pie, P-I. The pigment is the P-I-G, is complete in the mind. In other words, you couldn't observe. So the observer and the object being observed are quantumly connected because the essence of each one go back to the same source code. When you start to think like this, you start to mesh into source code thinking. And once you mesh into source code thinking, you can't go backwards. You can't back up. You know, somebody's talking about, well, let's go play this video game. Well, I'm living in a video game. I don't need to play the video game. I'm living it. I'm in it. We are it. Your mind is the video. Your mind is controlling the video game. Now, that's deep. God set the game up. God set the system up. Just like a programmer who controlled the computer, right? So the video game's controlled by the programmer. But you can still play in the game. So this system's set up by God. And how do you play in the game? With your mind. You're in a hologram, I'm telling you. So you just take a thought experiment and say, okay, what's the essence of the color red? Why is the essence the same here as it is over there? Because it's a quantum connection, unseen connection. So if that's the case, then we're in a hologram. It's a holographic truth everywhere. No matter where you take the red color, it's the same.